Welcome back to The Stream. This week, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention updated its recommendations on the COVID-19 vaccine, allowing another dose of the bivalent booster for people who are 65 and older or who have weakened immune systems. Back on the show with us this morning, Dr. Katrine Wallace, epidemiologist from the University of Chicago. Dr. Kat, it's always a pleasure having you.
Thank you, Brad. It's great to be back.
So what can you tell us about this? And we know it's 65 and older, and then there's kind of the vague compromised immune systems. And some people who have them, like, is mine enough compromised, or how does that kind of walk us through this new guidance?
Yeah, so as we've been saying all along, the purpose of the vaccine's job is to really reduce the risk of hospitalization, death, bad outcomes. And the people that are most at risk for bad outcomes are people that are over 65 and people that have these compromised immune system, like immunocompromising conditions, or that take medicine that cause them to be immunocompromised. So maybe most Americans aren't aware, but we still are losing over 1,000 people per week to COVID, and mostly in these high-risk, vulnerable groups. So this move by the CDC is allowing sort of a more nuanced approach to vaccination. We've been doing this one-size-fits-all approach up until this point. And at this point in the pandemic, with the numbers being lower, it does make sense to target additional protections towards this more highly vulnerable group.
There's a lot of vaccine exhaustion out there. I mean, probably no one knows more than you. You probably get more. Dr. Kat, do I have to? Do I have to? So people who are getting kind of tired of the jabs,
yeah.
How do you keep them going? I mean, because you juxtapose that with just a story yesterday about the terrors of what can happen with long-term COVID and how drastically it affects people. But people are still exhausted and they think that's not going to be me. What do you say?
Yeah, so the recommendation for most individuals really hasn't changed, that we should be getting the bivalent booster and that will protect from the bad outcomes in most people. The new recommendation of the second booster is really only for the high-risk people. And I would say for people who maybe think it's not important, the data really does bear it out that it does protect against severe illness and death. This new vaccine, it includes both Omicron and the original virus. And now we have like 100% of our virus that's circulating now is Omicron. So we've moved past that original vaccine that people got 2 years ago. And just like the flu shot, we need to stay updated in order to keep on top of the mutations that the virus has in store for us.
Interesting way to think about it. I mean, this may become a part of life for years to come. So kind of going to toss-up question now for you, Dr. Kat. Summer is coming up. More people will be in and out. It's public gathering season, festivals, the time of year we live for in Chicago, right? The 100 days that we love. Having a COVID surge, you see that on the horizon. Of course, you look at other optics. Is there anything else that you're seeing coming our way we should be looking out for?
Well, of course, Mother Nature always has surprises for us. But the lucky thing about festival season in Chicago is that most of it is outdoors, which is nice. So I would say anytime you're in a crowd, you can be aware that COVID is not gone, that if you would like to wear a mask, that would protect you for sure from, disease, respiratory disease. Also, if you live with one of these people we were talking about, the older adults, the immunocompromised adults, then masking and taking other protections would be prudent because they are at higher risk for severe illness than maybe you would be, the person going to the festival.
Okay. Dr. Kat, it is always a pleasure having you on TikTok. For the youngsters watching us, you are what?
Epidemiologist Kat on TikTok and Instagram.
Yes, and there are fraudsters out there. So don't,
Exactly.
It's epidemiologist Kat, the cat with a K.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, we always appreciate you, and you've always helped guide us through any medical questions with diligence and honesty. We appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Live look.